GQ.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Today we're taking a look at one from the house at Tommy Bahama. Very cool, it's called. And I was just watching a great movie today, the movie Stand By Me. I'm sure all you guys know that one. And there's a scene in the beginning of the movie where they decide they're going to go look for this dead body. And Teddy Duchamp, who's played by Corey Feldman, goes, too cool, very, very cool, very, very cool. And I was just like, oh man, I'm going to review very cool tonight. So I thought that was a little funny side story. Don't pay any attention to me. But I own 3 fragrances from this brand. I own Set Sail St. Bart's, which I think everyone who's starting doing reviews purchases at some point. Set Sail St. Martinique, and this one. Would I buy anything else from Tommy Bahama? I think I'm probably done. You know, sometimes at TJ Maxx, I see Set Sail St. Kitts, and I think about purchasing that one, but I never get around to it. I really enjoy the OG Tommy Bahama for Men from 2005. I was lucky enough to get a sample of that from Decant Shop, and I do enjoy that scent. I'd also like to try Set Sail Southseas, which 2 listed notes are of rum and woods, but I haven't ever seen that one discounted at TJ Maxx. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of brand history because this is a brand that I've never talked about before. And I always do that, right? And I know Tommy Bahama kind of well. I used to wear their shirts, and I used to drink Tommy Bahama rum. True story. I used to be big into rums, and I saw Tommy Bahama rum, and Tommy Bahama actually makes a good rum. Now, this was a brand that was started by two people, a guy named Tony Margolis and a dude named Bob Emfield. And they, together with their wives, came up with this idea of this guy, Tommy Bahama. You know, it sort of reflected a lifestyle of like never leaving the beach, you know, comfortable, basic clothing concept. And they founded Tommy Bahama Group in 1993. Now, just for reference, in 2003, they were sold to a group called Oxford Industries, but back when, in the 90s, these 2 guys, Tony and Bob, they discussed their concept with a designer and a businessman named Lucio Dalla Gasparina. And the 3 sort of envisioned an upscale, like the upscale clothing that this guy Tommy would wear. So they did printed silk shirts, they did tailored pants, and it was all for like refined island life. They launched a succession of a collection of menswear that were meant to sort of bring people to island state of mode and celebrate the weekend. It was about the weekend. The brand really did well, right? They did swimwear, footwear, denim, watches, umbrellas, rum. And again, the rum was not bad for what it was. I don't think you could still get it. Maybe you can. And of course, fragrance, right? They did their first fragrance in 2005. As of today, there's about 20 in the catalog, and there's sort of a discount special when it comes to scent. You always see these at discounters, you know. You could still make a lot of money that way, and I'm sure they cake. So this guy, very cool, came out in 2006. Good perfumer on this one, Harry Fremont, helped by Elias Armenides. And the notes on this one, bergamot, mandarin, orange, ginger, paprika, nutmeg, and vetiver. I got this 100 ml bottle, $20 from TJ Maxx, and now 100 ml, you can grab it for that same price from basically anywhere online. That's the standard price on this one in your bottle. Guys, you've seen these before. Tommy Bahama, very cool. You get a sticker on the bottom. There's no rope around the cap on this one. You can kind of chip there. Maybe Bahama. I think maybe whatchamacallit's the only one. What's the name of the the really good one? Oh, St. Bart's. Yeah, I think that's the only one. And I will review, good sprayer though. I will review Martinique and St. Bart's at some point. Definitely will get to those, but this one up first. Very cool. So there's your presentation. Very nice presentation for these for the price. So I'm just going to tell you like this with this one. Not a bad scent at all. Just a super simple and basic everyday scent that sort of mixes mandarin with ginger and spice. And what I mean by that is a little hint of nutmeg and a pinch, and I mean a pinch, of spicy paprika to go along with that ginger. You got a little bit of vetiver in this one, a little bit of green vetiver and woods on the base. It's It's mediocre. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's a mediocre citrus scent with some spice and green nuance at the base. And that's really the breakdown on this one. Nothing super special, nothing bad. It is what it is. And I get the name. Very cool. Super basic. Gonna make you smell good. Nice citrus hits. Really well played off that spice. Tommy Bahama does the citrus spicy thing well. And then the landing nicely on that green bed. Easy to wear, but basic. This is like a black or white t-shirt scent. Nothing wrong with that at all. A little bit of powderiness as this one dries down as well. Gets a little sweet, a little powdery. It's categorized as a woody aquatic, but to me it feels like a citrus aromatic. There's not a ton of aquatic elements here. There's no wood notes listed, but this is just me. Semantics, I suppose. Does sort of smell a little bit like a liqueur called falernum. Okay, falernum is a lime liqueur that's used in tiki cocktails. That's got like lime. I think there's some nutmeg, cloves, ginger, spices in that. It's very nice. Makes wonderful if you like island drinks. Falernum was sort of a lost ingredient. I went to bartending school and all that, by the way. And I was super into bartending and not really bartending, but craft cocktails back when they got popular. And when we sort of had this revival of these ingredients that were long lost, like pimento dram and falernum and creme de violet and stuff like that, and cocktails like the Aviation and all that stuff got popular. Aperol and now Amaro is a big thing, but falernum came back into the fold as well. It's a really nice liqueur you can get for pretty decent price. And this kind of reminds me a little bit of falernum because it's not lime, but it has that citrus hit with the spice. Performance here is okay. It's not a dud, but it's not going to surprise you. This is going to last about 6 to 8 hours. It's going to project for 4. It's unisex. We can all wear what we want, but this is going to lend itself a bit better to men, I think. And I really think even though this is Tommy Bahama citrus scent, I think it's best suited for fall and cool summer evenings, just because the nutmeg and paprika are a little bit in the forefront, and I feel are best suited not for extreme heat. I think you could even wear this on cool fall days or evenings as well, just not in the dead of heat or true dead of winter. I think this would be a great fragrance to stay with the Tommy Bahama theme on a cool summer night on vacation. But I wouldn't wear it like that because I just have better shit to wear. This is best suited for someone getting into fragrances. Now this most gets compared to 3 a.m. by Sean John. And I'll just be dead ass honest and say that I've never smelled that one. I don't have any intentions of smelling that one. As far as the comparisons go, again, I told you, this reminds me of falernum, okay? And there aren't a ton of fragrances that I get that falernum vibe from. Reminds me a little bit of Tokyo by Kenzo, but that's been discontinued, okay? That one has ginger and nutmeg components. That really, though, relies more on lemon and grapefruit, though. This is more mandarin and bergamot for the citrus element. It's a pretty unique fragrance. One comparison I will make, and you might think I'm out of my fucking dome, is Sushi Imperial by Boy 1920. Now, this is a much more complete version of that scent. It's got the citrus and spice, but it's so much more forward, Boy's 1920, Sushi Imperial, and there's so much more to that scent. It's complex, it's better, it's complete. This is not that, but there's elements that are similar. If you like this, you'll love that. If someone were trying to talk you into purchasing this scent, I think they'd say that it's a nice starter scent. It's a friendly fragrance. It's versatile and it's affordable and it smells nice. I think you'll get compliments with this one. On the flip side, I think people would say it's not the best from the line. It's very basic and there's nothing that sets us apart from a lot of citrus aromatic scents. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. For me, when I go into the 8s, those are fragrances that I really like in my collection and will consider buying again. If I don't own it, something that I consider an 8, I want it. 7s are ones that I like, but I might not grab again. Right? I like these, but I might not grab them again. And if I don't have a 7 and I'm sampling a 7, I like it, but I don't know if it's bottle worthy. When you get to 6.5, it's sort of more, I'm disappointed with it. I'm sort of disappointed with it, right? I don't hate it, I don't love it. It's blah, and it's okay. I'll wear it, but am I going to reach for it, right? I'm not going to buy it again. I bought it, right? If I haven't, it's a sample to 6.5. I'm not going to buy it, but it's okay. That's sort of how I feel about this. I'm fine that I bought it. I like it. I don't dislike it. I think it's a nice little fragrance, but am I going to really reach for it? Does it make sense for me to reach for it? And the real issue is that this is the least favorite of the Tommy Bahama scents for me that I own. The original Bahama is better. I don't even own that. I just have a sample. And something in my brain tells me St. Kitts is probably better as well. So this just isn't there for me, but I think folks might like this one, and I think people should try it and see if they like it. I think if they like citrus aromatic scents, they might enjoy this one. And if their budget is limited for a citrus aromatic scent, I think this might be a good look for them. So guys, that's my review of Very Cool by Tommy Bahama. Let me know what you think. Do you enjoy this one? Have you smelled it? Where do you rank this in the Tommy Bahama scents? And excuse me, I'll obviously see you soon again, real soon again with my videos.
I saw my peers and heads I hadn't seen in years, and I was getting caught up in the nightlight mix. That's when I see my main man from my old time clique. Oh shit, not my nigga Most Def in the house. Oh shit, baby Paul, I ain't know you came home. We talked about that and this, and way back since this when I seen a caravan sporting wild dog tents.